I'm a member of the independent bar, and it's fair to say that whilst things may be changing slowly, as I progressed through the ranks, I became aware that this is quite a tough profession. People don't, as a general rule, have periods of time off work because they're stressed. They don't admit to stress-related issues. And over the past few years, the criminal justice system, which is a system in which I work, has become more and more pressurised, and lawyers are expected to work harder and harder for less and less reward. It's noticeable that those around us in the profession who are employed, for example, the Crown Prosecution Service, are suffering from more and more stress-related illnesses, and they're given a great deal of sympathy and respect by their employers. The fact is that those working in the independent legal profession do not get the same respect and understanding from the profession as to how they are feeling, for how they're feeling. You're expected to soldier on. You are expected to not show your weaker side. And there's a culture to some extent of people being critical of those with mental illnesses, almost suggesting that they're fabricating those illnesses. But the fact of the matter is, we all suffer from stress. Those at the independent bar suffer from it just as much as those who are employed. Very often, because of finances, we often simply cannot afford to take time off work that we really, really need if we're being fair to our mental wellness. So a few years ago, I got to a very low state. I was suffering with a lot of stress-related issues. I didn't feel that there was anybody could talk to. I didn't feel that I could unburden myself to those around me because I thought I wouldn't then get the respect that I needed. And I didn't quite know what to do. And so somebody told me about LawCare, and at a very low moment, I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose here. So I contacted LawCare, and literally the same day they put me in touch with somebody also from the independent bar who had gone through issues very similar to my own. And that was life-changing for me. It was absolutely life-changing. Just to be able to, without any impact whatsoever on my career or the work that I was doing at that moment in time, I was able to talk to somebody absolutely honestly about how I was feeling, how I was struggling, and be able to talk through what I needed to do personally for my mental health. And the next day when I went to work after having that conversation, I felt differently. I felt like a burden had been lifted off my shoulders, and I was able to speak to this person a few times and work through the issues that I had and decide what I had to do for my mental wellness. And I did ultimately take a little bit of time off work, and now I'm incredibly strong. I feel like I worked through what I needed to work through. But without LawCare, I don't quite know what I would have done. I don't think I would have stopped. I would have just kept going. And I would have got more and more ill, because that's how I was. I was ill. And I didn't tell anybody around me. And if anybody now sees this who knows me, they'll probably be shocked. Oh, I didn't know Caroline had any mental health issues or stress-related issues. No, because we hide it. Just that's what we do. We hide how we are feeling. And LawCare is that line that is open to us, where in complete confidence we can deal with the issues that we have. It was a lifeline for me, and I'm sure it's been a lifeline for many others. And if there's anybody listening to this who is suffering, just pick up the phone. There will be somebody like me who will talk to you and talk to you through stress-related issues. And very often, just being able to unburden you relieves the stress. And you can look at it objectively, rather than worrying and not sleeping and all these things that happen when you're struggling through some difficult times.